Hello everyone, this is Lien, and today we will be talking about pneumonia. I recently have pneumonia, and I have several people request, some of my friends and some of my clients, they would like to know step by step how I clear pneumonia, how I do it so quick, and how I can just gain back my health quickly. So today I will go through step by step. Okay? So when I have pneumonia, what happened is it happened at the middle of a retreat. Yes, I went to a retreat, and then I did not feel very well. I started to cough, and then one day suddenly I got so weak, and I went through the whole night without sleeping, and I could not even lie down, and I could not even breathe by the nose, and just for breathing by the mouth I have a hard time. And the next morning my teacher, he tried to help me, and he is a very powerful master, but it took a long time. And like some disease, some illness, sometimes it's good that we have somebody to help us, but sometimes it's good for the symptom or the restriction or the blockage to slowly release it by itself, because sometimes it meant like that. So for me, I just accepted the way it was, and even I have a hard time. And I remember that during the night when it happened, and I was by myself and just have a hard time to sleep, and I felt like, wow, I was just like dying, because I have so much pain. I have so much pain in my body, and not only on the lungs, but it was like throughout the body, because it's not just a pneumonia, but it was like a deep emotional release, and the release is not only for myself, but the release is also for all of the female ancestors, in my family for many generations, so it just happened, and that's how it works, so after my teacher was supposed to help me, and I was supposed to breathe back by the nose, and we thought that was it, right? But within 1 hour the symptom come back, but this time it's less, it's painful, but I was supposed to breathe, so it wasn't too bad. I remember a few hours after that, my friend, he came, and he's also very powerful Qigong master, Tai Chi master, and martial artist and acupuncturist, and he gave me a very powerful session, and that session also helped to release a little bit, but it was just it was very powerful. But the next day the symptom also come back again, because this is a very deep root. And all I remember was I was very stressed and very disappointed on myself, why did I practice Qigong, and I thought I have a lot of energy, but why suddenly just like I was on the way to the bottom, and my kidney chi just like going down, and when I feel my pulses, or my teacher or my friend, they feel it, and we all know the whole body, it was just having a hard time. You know, my lung, my liver, kidneys, heart, all of the organs have a little bit of malfunction. You know, but the lungs and the kidney was the worst. So after I received 3 sessions, and I missed 2 days at the retreat. I couldn't come to class, and I just lay in bed. On the last day, I came to class, you know, but I was a little bit better, but it's still a little bit, you know, like ache and pain. So after the retreat, we went home, and when I went home, it got worse. Yeah, the pain just violently, really bad. And I could feel that the big block was on my right lungs, heavy. So my friend that helped me, when he came back back home, he's living in Virginia. When he come back home, he was very kind, and he sent me some Chinese herbs so I could take them. And the Chinese herbs was very powerful, so they help a lot. They help a lot, you know, but I just feel like this is, I know it's deep, but I just like, the more I experience, the more I quite understand that, wow, this is very deep, and it needs to come out, and I'm just so grateful that it happened now, you know. So in the evening, I meditate, and I went very deep. I remember I was sitting in the living room, and I meditated to 1 o'clock at night. And I start to hear the voice. I start to hear instruction, you know. And I just sit there and connect to my breathing and send a lot of love to my body. Send a lot of love to my lungs and the rest of the organs, you know. And I realized that, you know, I thought that I loved myself so much, you know, but in a way, it wasn't quite enough. So sitting quietly helped me to calm down the mind and going deep and understand, you know. So I would just sit in like that, you know. By 1 o'clock when I got up, I went upstairs to go to my room. But instead of go to bed, I just feel like I want to sit more. And I don't know how many hours I sat, but I sat for a long time, you know. And I did that for 3 weeks straight. It doesn't mean that I sit all day, all night, but I meditate a lot during that 3 weeks, you know, just to want to connect to myself. And besides taking the herbs, I'm practicing myself, coming back to myself, and nurturing my body, mind, and spirit. One of the instructions that came to me was, I need to take my magnets out and start to do some healing for myself. And I have to say, during that time, I was so weak. I could not even stand up and do Qigong. So I just meditate and visualize I was doing Qigong, you know. So that all I did, you know. But when the instruction told me that I need to start to do the healing for myself with the magnet, I took my magnets out. And I have this magnet for several years. And I, on and off, I practiced Qigong, and I stood on the magnet as I practiced, you know. So I took the magnet out, and I like to show you how the magnet look. So I have 2 slabs of magnet like this. And this is how it looks. So this is just a foam, you know, because when I stand on the magnet, when they sell it, everybody's feet is different, so they just have a foam like this, so anybody feet, no matter how big their size, they can stand on it. So the magnet go in like this, you know. And what I did was, when I meditate sitting, I have the magnet on the floor, and I actually sat on them. I have a cushion over them, and I just sat on them. Or if I sit on the chair, I would have my feet rest on the magnet. And amazingly, I could feel the magnet releasing the pain out of my body. I could feel how it released out of my feet, or if I sit on them, I could feel the release come out of my tailbone. That's how powerful. So I thought, wow, this is very nice, you know. So besides doing that, I have these two magnets, and these are 2.5 pounds each. And in the past, when I meditate, I used to sit and I just have the magnet on my hand like this, you know. So as I sit and I have them like this, I feel the magnet draw the pains out of my body. And if you are someone that you know that have pneumonia, I'm sure that you have heard how they say how painful it is. So I felt the release, and I felt very good, you know. So I just thought, okay, I will try even more. So I hold the magnet. Especially, I just feel like this area was very congested. So I just hold the magnet, and you see, like, this is like just like a small orange, right? And on the bottom, see how it looks. So I have this magnet against the chest, and I just go like this in circulation. It just keep going like this, and I could feel the energy moving. I could feel the pain moving, you know. So I know that it is working very powerful, you know. So I just put the magnet against my chest, and I just rub left to right, right to left. So this is what I do. I just rub it, and I do it in different directions. So first across, and then I rub down and up, down and up, down and up, like that. And then I change direction again, diagonally, you know. And then I rub down from the shoulder down to my arms, hand and finger, and I could feel the release. I feel a lot of release, you know, yeah. So this is how I did it. And within 10 minutes, the pain completely disappeared. Just like that, it just totally gone. No pain, you know. So I did that several times a day. And when I go to sleep, I have the magnet. I lay in bed and I have the magnet to this side, and then I also have another one on this side, you know, just like this. And I just went to sleep, and in the morning I got up, totally rejuvenated. Very, very powerful. So that was my main therapy, to release the pain, you know. And then beside that, I took herb teas, and I eat a lot of steamed nettle, and I also drink a lot of nettle tea. the nettle tea is very powerful because the nettle is very good for the lungs, the liver, the kidney. It purifies the blood. So I eat as much as I can, and luckily right now, in the spring, the nettle just grow wild everywhere in San Diego. And in case you don't know, nettle is the number one wild herb that it could heal many disease and function and illnesses, So just say people with prostate enlargement, just for taking the nettle, that will help the prostate back to normal. People with low libido, taking the nettle, help them to get back up. Prostate cancer, breast cancer, they all help. It helps to clear those very well. So here is my nettle tea. So I always have this next to me, and I drink it so much. I drink this even more than I drink water. And even now, I'm still nourish myself with the nettle tea. And nettle tea is also very good for people with ache and pain, or people with arthritis. Or it helps, to build strong hair, good skin, So it's like good for the thyroid too. So this is like a miracle, So this is very effective. And beside this, what I do is, my friend, he sent me this thing, and I think he got it on Amazon. It's called Himalayan Sun Inhaler. So this is a ceramic inhaler, and you just open the cap on the bottom, and when they ship the packet to me, the salt included in there. So I just put the Himalayan Sun in here, and I just need to breathe it in by the mouth and exhale by the nose. So you suck on it and breathe in, and then when you want to exhale, you take it out and you just breathe out, and it goes like this. Yeah, so I just use this as much as I can. Another thing that I do for myself is, in my family, we have a remedy that we use. And this is a lamb that have been fermented. You need to ferment this minimum 2 years, but my lamb have been fermented for at least 10 years. So the way you fermented the lamb, and I probably will need to make a video on that. So you got the organic lamb, you wash them, and then get a cow, and then you just pour natural sea salt over the lamb, fill it up to the top, but no water. You just the lamb and the salt, and then seal the cap, and you leave it under the sun, day after day, years after year, and after a while, then the salt will melt it, and it just absorb into the lamb to the point that it change the color. So this is like a black lamb. Or you can use a kimwok, or you can use a plum to do this. So this is about 10 years old, and what I do is I cut it into small pieces. So a piece is about this small, and I just put it in my mouth, and you don't chew, you just suck on it. And it's salty, but it have a very nice flavor. So when you suck on that, it really, the saliva just like, wow, just like watering, you know, and you just swallow, and it helps to break up the mucus or the phlegm, you know. Yeah, so that and the sun inhaler, they are good, because the sun inhaler do the same function. But the sun inhaler go deep to the lung, go through your nostril, and it just break up. And the fermented lime also do something like that, you know. But this is like, after a while, I just fall in love with it, and I no longer feel like it's salty. It's just a very pleasant for me. Besides doing this, I do Microcosmic Meditation, the Small Universe Meditation, and you can get that CD at springforestqigong.com, and I will, everything that I mention here, I will have a link under this video so you can know where to get all of this. Yeah, so I just move the energy. The meditation help to open up the front and the back channel and help to move the energy and clear out the blockages. I meditate a lot, and I took advantage of the time. My teacher told me he wanted me to stop everything and just relax. And I have a lot of relaxation, but I never really understood totally letting go. So it was like the 3 wonderful weeks that I don't have to worry about anything. I just take care of myself. I sleep a lot, I rest a lot, and meditate a lot, you know, and just enjoying being home, go outside, sit in the backyard, enjoying the flower and the fresh air for 3 weeks. Just like a really a vacation, totally relaxed. Now, I would like to talk to you about something that have helped so much, and that is the bone broth. During this time, I pick out the best nutrition food that help my liver, kidney, lungs, heart, the best food that will nourish me and help me to be back as fast as I can. So I found that the bone broth was the best. And the reason the bone broth is so good is because, first let me explain it like this so you will understand. Because the bone broth not only good for the lung or the pneumonia, but it helps all health condition. Just say if some people have a surgery and they feel very weak. What happens is the body needs to support the area that was removed. It needs to support that area so it can be completely healed. So it pulls out the energy from wherever it could get, the best energy to bring it to the area that helps. So just say if somebody have a breast cancer, the body will pull the kidney's energy to help to replenish the breast. So why do they most of the time it use the kidney energy a lot? And the number one reason is the kidney support the bone. And you know what inside the bone? The bone marrow. In our body, the bone marrow is very, very important. You know, so if you want to, my kidney Qi was so low, even I practiced a lot of Qigong, but my kidney Qi was so weak and low. And I have to replenish that. So bone marrow, the bone broth have the ability to do that, you know. And I eat more like a vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian, but I eat like a vegetarian. But during that this time, I choose to do the bone broth. And my favorite bone broth is oxtail bone broth. And I also buy the bone that have the marrow inside and cook it with the oxtail. So wherever you live, you can Google for a butcher, for a store that they have a grass-fed meat, organic meat. So it could be you can use chicken or pork or beef, you know. So I chose to use beef. And I make the best bone broth, and you will see a link under this video to see how to cook that. And the reason is my bone broth was so good is because I add a lot of vegetable. And I eat everything. I don't just drink the broth, I eat everything. And there are two main vegetables that I use in there. That is the shiitake mushroom and seaweed. So I use a lot of shiitake mushroom, a lot of seaweed. And I'm telling you, the first bowl was so good, you know, but when I eat the second bowl, I can feel a huge difference. And I have about 2 to 3 bowls a day. And even now, the pneumonia is already gone. The kidney is just quickly regain its health, but I'm still nourishing myself with the bone broth. And you know, I normally juice. I love juicing. You know, but I decide. I need to make the decision because I need to get back. I'm self-support. I need to get back my health as fast as I can. I need to come back to work. So I decide to use bone broth at the same time with some juicing. Yeah, so I combine. And I choose the yin and the yang food. You know, like I used to eat raw food, so I know how good it is, you know. But there is time we need yin food, other time we need yang food. So it has to have the balance. You know, just say in the winter, it's so cold. We need to have hot soup, right? And the summer salad is better, you know. So we have to pick and choose. So I eat a lot of bone broth and I feel so much better. I could feel, it's just like everybody just amazed how fast I gain. And when I came back to work, my co-worker, you know, they found my purses and they say, wow, Lien, how did you do it? This is crazy. How could, because my friend, they are acupuncturists. And they know how difficult it is to releasing the fatigue, releasing the low chi, how to bring it up. It's not easy. But I was able to do it very quick. So I am here sharing the information with you. Please do some research. And you might want to consult with your doctors, you know, before you want to experience this, you know. If you have any question, please write a comment and I will answer, or you know how to get a hold of me. And if you feel like this help you, please give me a thumb up and share the information with your loved one. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I am looking forward to see you at the next video. Thank you so much. Goodbye.